In the center of Paris, where timeless boulevards and historic facades define the skyline, there are apartments that hide remarkable stories behind ordinary doors. Today we discover one of them, a small apartment transformed into a world of imperial luxury. Inspired by the ancient empire, this residence proves that grandeur does not depend on size. Bienvenue to an unforgettable design journey. The surrounding neighborhood feels like a living postcard. Stone streets, elegant cafes, flower-filled balconies, and the distant sound of conversation create a true Parisian atmosphere. Residents move with calm sophistication, while the architecture reflects generations of history. It is the ideal location for a home that blends French refinement with ancient royal inspiration. From the street, the building presents itself with dignity and grace. Limestone walls, tall shuttered windows, and subtle carved details reveal classic Parisian craftsmanship. Nothing about the exterior appears extravagant, which makes the apartment inside even more surprising. The beauty of this project begins with contrast: simplicity outside, splendor within. Each wooden entrance door opens into a refined common hallway. Stone flooring, softly aged walls, and antique brass fixtures create an atmosphere of quiet prestige. Every sound echoes gently, adding a sense of ceremony. It feels less like entering an apartment building and more like stepping into a private hotel particulier. At the apartment door, anticipation grows. Once opened, the threshold reveals a compact yet carefully orchestrated entry sequence. Warm lighting, elegant wall panels, and a polished floor immediately establish luxury. The designers understood that first impressions matter, especially in a small home where every moment must feel intentional. The foyer is modest in size but rich in detail. A gilded mirror expands the visual space while reflecting ambient light. A narrow marble console supports sculptural objects inspired by ancient empires, urns, columns, and metallic forms. This small zone introduces the apartment's concept with confidence and style. One of the greatest achievements of this apartment is how it feels larger than it truly is. Symmetry, mirrors, tall curtains, and aligned sightlines create visual depth. Rooms connect fluidly without clutter. Every design move is strategic, proving that luxury often depends more on proportion than square footage. The living room opens like a jewel box. Rich textures, LED lighting, and graceful furniture immediately capture attention. Though compact, the room feels grand because of high ceilings and elegant vertical lines. The atmosphere balances comfort with ceremony, creating a salon worthy of conversation, champagne, and admiration. The color palette combines cream, bronze, ivory, charcoal, and muted gold. These tones evoke ancient palaces while remaining sophisticated and modern. Instead of overwhelming the room, metallic finishes are used with restraint. The result is warmth, depth, and a subtle glow that changes beautifully throughout the day. Wall treatments play a major role in the apartment's identity. Decorative moldings, framed panels, and carefully placed pilasters create a sense of history. Even flat walls feel sculptural. These classical references bring Imperial drama while respecting the Parisian shell of the building. C'est magnifique in every detail. furniture pieces are elegant but scaled intelligently for the small footprint. A curved velvet sofa softens the geometry of the room, while slender armchairs maintain openness. Brass tables that sparkle without heaviness. Each item feels luxurious yet practical, chosen not only for beauty but for movement and comfort. Lighting in this apartment behaves like jewelry for the rooms. A small chandelier anchors the living area, while wall sconces add softness and intimacy. Hidden LED strips highlight moldings and niches. Together they create layers of illumination, transforming the apartment from bright daytime retreat to glowing evening sanctuary. Instead of a formal dining room, the designers created a refined dining corner beside the living space. A round table encourages conversation and improves circulation. Upholstered chairs add comfort, while a pendant light defines the zone. It is intimate, stylish, and perfectly suited to Parisian apartment living. The kitchen demonstrates how small spaces can feel premium. Cabinetry reaches upward to maximize storage, while marble countertops bring timeless elegance. Integrated appliances keep surfaces clean and calm. Brass hardware echoes the Imperial theme. Though compact, the kitchen feels tailored, polished, and ready for both espresso and diner. Luxury in a small apartment requires discipline, and storage is the silent hero here. Hidden drawers, built-in cabinetry, under-seat compartments, and vertical shelving keep daily life organized. Nothing appears crowded because everything has a place. This invisible functionality allows the visible beauty to remain uninterrupted. Even transitional areas are celebrated. The hallway becomes a gallery with framed artwork, soft runners, and carefully focused lighting. Ancient-inspired portraits and abstract pieces create dialogue between past and present. Rather than wasted space, the corridor becomes an experience that connects rooms with elegance. The bedroom is entered through discreet double doors, creating a sense of privacy and occasion. Crossing into this room feels like moving into a private suite. The mood becomes softer, quieter, and more sensual. Here the Imperial inspiration shifts from public grandeur to personal comfort. The bed is positioned as the focal point, framed by upholstered panels and gentle lighting. Fine linens, layered textiles, and muted tones create serenity. Though the room is small, symmetry makes it feel composed and spacious. It is a chamber designed for deep rest and refined living. Large mirrors strategically reflect natural light from the windows, doubling brightness and extending views. In the morning, sunlight washes across metallic accents and pale fabrics. The effect is luminous and uplifting. This use of reflection is not decorative alone. It is essential to making the apartment breathe. A compact dressing zone is integrated seamlessly into the bedroom. Custom wardrobes blend into paneled walls, while internal lighting reveals shelves and drawers like a luxury boutique. Every centimeter is optimized. The experience of getting dressed becomes elegant, efficient, and distinctly high-end. The bathroom continues the narrative of sophistication. Marble surfaces, brushed brass fixtures, and a glass shower enclosure create a spa-like mood. Despite limited dimensions, careful layout planning prevents crowding. Soft lighting and large mirrors add calm glamour, making everyday rituals feel indulgent. Throughout the apartment, textures create emotional richness. Velvet, linen, stone, polished metal, dark wood, and plastered walls each contribute contrast. These layers prevent the home from feeling staged or sterile. Instead, it feels collected over time, as if history and modernity decided to live together. The ancient empire influence appears through columns, symmetry, metallic detailing, sculptural forms, and ceremonial proportions. Yet the designers avoided imitation. This is not a museum set. It is a modern reinterpretation where historical references are edited with discipline, allowing the apartment to feel fresh and contemporary. Even with Imperial drama, the apartment never loses its Parisian soul. Tall windows, elegant proportions, soft daylight, and understated confidence keep it grounded in France. The design respects local heritage while adding global inspiration. It feels worldly, cultured, and unmistakably Paris. This home teaches that size does not limit imagination. With smart planning, quality materials, and a clear design story, even a modest apartment can feel extraordinary. The project proves that luxury is not excess. It is intention, craftsmanship, and harmony between beauty and function. What appeared from the street as a quiet Paris apartment is, in truth, a remarkable world of elegance. Inspired by the ancient empire and refined through modern design, this residence transforms compact living into art. It reminds us that behind the simplest doors, extraordinary spaces often wait to be discovered.